welcome to Just Vibey Vibes. Welcome. Let's talk about Love Island USA this week's episode. Okay, I said I was going to obviously review it and the next day episode, but then every episode was ending on a cliffhanger. Tuesday's one ended on a cliffhanger. I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch Wednesday. Wednesday no episode, so Thursday. Then Thursday was like, what was the reason why I didn't even review the other one? Cause honestly, there was nothing. Again, I thought they were going to continue moving and they're like, oh, movie night is over. That was shit. Okay, let me start the episode. Kendall has been so against Serena from the beginning. I don't know what Serena did to him, but he does not like Serena. And the worst part is that he's friendly with the girls. He's acting like their gay best friend. Like, how are you my gay best friend, but you don't want my man to be with me? Because that's what he's giving. And he also did the whole gay best friend too with the Casa girls. That's also the problem. Like, are you everybody's gay best friend? Because I don't get it. Remember from Hannah time, when it was between Hannah and Serena, him and all the guys, he was the cheerleader, telling Cordell to choose Hannah because Serena is not for him. So Serena just wants to stay. But then he chooses Hannah, that him and him have nothing. They have nothing in common, but he chooses Hannah because Serena is not for him. And mind you, Kendall did not like Hannah. I said that for if you watch my first week review. He doesn't like the girl. That's why any little thing that she did, he made it into a bigger deal. Yeah, the 50-50 and all of that. If Nicole was the one that had said 50-50, trust me, my guy would have still stayed. He did not like Hannah. She was not his choice. It was just by accident that they were put together. So at the end of the day, he had no choice. So she was just like a placeholder. Whether Hannah had kissed Hakim, or if she hadn't, he would have still moved on to Nicole. That was just an easy, decision for him to make. Look at how he's sweating whenever Nicole is talking to someone. Nicole put him in a triangle between him and Miguel. But guess what? He still stayed because he actually likes her. That's the difference. So honestly, Kendall having a hat on, even here now, they are back. They are still telling Cordell, him, number one cheerleader. Miguel is also second. This thing, like, oh, you should go for Daya. When they were brushing their teeth, that thing pissed me off. Like, oh, it's a bright day ahead. Like, what bright day ahead. The thing I like about Cordell, and I rate him for it, is that no matter what these guys did, Cordell had his focus. Doesn't matter what they say. He listens to them. He goes through this and goes through that head because he knows who he likes and he knows who he wants and he's going to stick with who he wants. So all this now was before movie nights, obviously. And then Daya have this whole thing, whereas she is talking to Cordell in a like, oh, I'm understanding, because she thinks he's going to choose her at the end of the day. Like, oh, I'm so understanding. Oh, yeah, I know you have a lot to go through. But then she's talking about the girls. She's talking to them like in a condescending tone. Firstly, why were the Casa girls acting like, oh, the guys are so sweet, the boys are so mean? Yes, because if the boys has all come back single, waiting for someone to, and maybe only Rob recoupling, and then the girls all had people with them, guess what? That villa would have gone to shit too. It would have gone to shit too. So I don't understand how these boys are so nice when they're the ones that have caused the reason why the girls are acting the way they are acting. Now Janae, when Janae saw that Kenny came with someone, Janae went, my guess like, I am going home. She was crying. I was like, oh my God, that was a serious episode. She was bawling, crying, like, oh, I want this red dress for you. My girl was crying, but she really likes the guy. And then the guy started crying. I'm like, he did not do that much bad. Now you guys just recoupled. I can't lie. Kenny did not do that much bad. You can see that in Casa, he was not even finding attention. Like, he didn't like any of the girls. He was just like, okay, I think the guys would have like, oh, you have to pick someone. If not, if you go, then he just thought maybe she would not be there for him. Even in Casa, he also said it to the guys that even the girls, that he does not think he's done enough for Janae to know that he's that serious with her. So he was really serious with her. And another thing I did not get is, like, after the whole Casa recoupling thing, Catherine tried to talk to him, Kenny, and then she still said that, oh, I cannot kiss you now. Girl, you were not kissing him before. You only kissed once. What is this? I cannot kiss you now. He was trying to be like, oh, he knows at that moment he's already gone back to Janae in his head. And then he was crying. When he cried, I was like, oh my God, they really do like each other, and I'm glad that they're back together. Like, that was really... Yeah, and she was like, oh, let there be a test all the time. Girl, you don't want to test all the time. Say the truth and shame the devil. Let there be a test all the time. And then Miguel and Leah, I felt like Leah was being stupid, waiting for him to come back, obviously. Then they went back together. I'm like, oh my God. So Leah and Miguel are back together. He was like, I feel like he brought Sierra. You know, Sierra is a very beautiful girl. But then when he came back, he realized that he wants to be with Leah. I'm glad they're back together. And then, yeah, Aaron and Kayla just folded so easily, honestly. I'm actually tired of British guys not taking accountability. I noticed that in Love Island UK, especially this season. And it's the same thing in Love Island USA. No accountability at all. Like, you did wrong. You're like, oh, if there's no trust. What trust? Who broke the trust? You broke a trust, you're going to build the trust. That's what you do when you break a trust. If the person wants to even be there with you, then it's your job to build the trust, to reassure them to do things, to make them see that whatever they saw is like done and deaded. Not for you to then be saying that, oh, there's no trust. What's the relationship now? Oh, then she should choose. Anyway, Kayla, why are you crying for? Because you cry, you're still going to forgive him. You know you're going to forgive him for your crying. Like, honestly, if I was Kayla, I would have gone. I would have left. Like, that's why I kept thinking about in movie night. Like, I would have left. There's nothing that would have made me stay on that show. Like, what am I staying for? I would leave. Because the way he was acting, and he knows that she cares about him, and then he was acting like he has done nothing wrong. Like, at the point, he was like, she needs to go and apologize to him. I would have left. I can't deal with rubbish. I would have left the show. I would have been like, I am going, because what am I staying there for? For someone to talk to me like that, or for me to be coupled up with someone that ain't worth it? Because he knew that they were really strong. He has no doubt whatsoever. Like, now when you look at Cordel's situation, the guys were egging it on. The girls came in and be like, oh, Cordell, you've not been treated right. And he knew that at the point, maybe Serena was not giving him 100%, but you know what I mean? So he was kind of like in a harder place. Whereas Aaron was not. I'm not saying that he should have moved the way he moved, but there was a time we all wanted him, you know what I mean? But then Aaron, there was no reason whatsoever. Then movie night came. Any movie they show, my guy is looking for a reason to justify it. And then when they showed Rob whole stuff, when they're talking, he's the one that wants to defend Rob. Like, oh, Leah did this. And I like the fact that Serena told him off. Like, You don't talk this much. You don't even try to, like, honestly, I don't know, maybe he likes Rob. Because he doesn't fight for Kayla at all. He doesn't try to fight. He acts the victim. Like, walking off and all of that stuff. What was that about? And then they now showed that Serena, obviously, being all sad and crying. And Cordell wanted to die at that moment. That was the moment the guys felt a little bit of compassion towards Serena. Like, them seeing it. It was like everything, you know, when she was getting angry at Cordell, as she should. I like her reaction, because that's a normal reaction. And she pouring that breakfast on him. Yes. She not even pour it to herself. I understand about, like, hey, why would she do that? Why would she not do that? She told him, don't bring it close to me. Like, are you daft that firstly, let's look at it this way. You cheated on me with someone. I have to live in a villa like that person. You're making me breakfast. You're making the person breakfast, which means that it wasn't special. So now in your mind, you have two women that you want to juggle, and you think I am someone that you should juggle. Then you bring the breakfast. I told you, don't put this breakfast down. Don't bring it here, and you brought it and you think I'm not going to push it on you. Please. Like, honestly. And the guys are like, oh, is that the kind of woman? She's not the kind of wife. So you want a woman that will be there. You do whatever you do. She says nothing. She's just going to accept you. Like Kayla, and cry. I'm like, every second be crying, every 5 seconds. Really? Is that the kind of woman you want? Please. Like, please. I was for Serena. But at the point, I'm like, girl, forgive the guy now. Please forgive him. My guy has apologized. He has begged. She has cried. Obviously, she was heartbroken. In a way, let me be devil's advocate a little bit. I feel like Cordell moving the way he moved in Casa, and they are really, really wanting Cordell, and Serena seeing that someone else wants Cordell this bad also helped for the way now she feels about him. Because remember, Serena was not feeling Cordell until Nicole, they came, I think, and Nicole wanted Cordell too. It was like, that was when she's like, oh, I don't feel the ick no more. Remember? And then I feel like this has solidified it, because I think so. I don't know. Maybe I think that Cordell moving the way he moved in Casa was actually good for him and Serena, because now she knows that your guy is hot cake. Other people want him. So, girl, you better move well or move out. That's what I think, but maybe I'm delusional. But I think it did help. I can't lie to you. I feel like if he had come back single and all of that stuff and not this thing, they would have just continued the I don't kiss too much, I don't move this fast, so until the end of the show. And I feel like these two have solidified the fact that people know that Serena actually has feelings for him, or has brought out her feelings for him. So now people can see that they are actually for real. I think so, because if he had moved smoothly in Casa and come back, people would still think that Serena was not feeling him. So now everybody, like, the doubt is cancelled. She's feeling him 100%. And now they're back together, and that's good. I'm happy for that. I'm happy for them. Now, Janae and Kenny, she could not even stay mad for the guy for too long. They had their child. Can I have a hug? I feel like their love language is physical touch. So I think, like, when they're not together, Kenny likes to be, like, together with her, and I like that. Like a guy that wants to be, like, you know what I mean? Both of them are each other's handbag. Like, I want to be around you all the time. That's so cool, honestly. Now, Leah, the whole stuff, I did not see why she needed to apologize again. She's already apologized. Most of the things have already been hashed out. I feel like she was being harsh on the girls, like she was talking to Liv rudely, because Liv did not lie based on what they told her. She said that, yeah, Rob did not use exactly the sentence that she did, but that's Chinese whispers. When someone tell you things, you hear what you want to hear. She said that she was not trying to push too much, but he heard that so she was, like, you know what I mean, tried to take the back seat. That's what she said. But he said that she took the back seat. What she was saying is that I tried not to be the person that was talking so much in it. But why did she even need to tell him about that? Like, I know she was wanting him back. And then Janae, delusional, was like, oh, Rob is going to, yeah, Rob, you're back together. Oh, like, she was thinking that Rob is going to look at Leah's side again. And Leah was like, no, I don't want to. Janae, stop. I was like, Janae, stop putting this girl's hope up. Stop. He's not going to. And she shouldn't want to be with him. Because he was like, would he want to be with Daniela after that? Like, I don't even get his feeling for Daniela thing. You were there when it was happening. You saw that they kissed. You saw all of that. Now you're checking, like, oh, what she tells you is what she tells Rob. Most people, that's what they do. Like, go back. If there's a recording of your previous relationship, most times the way you were with your ex, that's how you are with your present now. There might be just little difference, but most times it's the same sweet things you say. Because when you're in love, maybe you know what I mean, you're in love, you're happy, maybe things did not work out well, but the way you're like, oh, I'm so happy I'm with you, I'm so happy you're here, I'm so happy, you know, my life is better now, I'm happy, oh, it's good morning, my love. The same way you're going to be turning down on my love. So if we go and check everybody's record of their previous relationship, trust me, it's similar. I said people that were shit in their relationship were the bad ones that then need to work on themselves. Then their actions will be a little bit different because they needed to work on themselves. But the people that were the good ones, the ones that were really in the relationship, that were showing love and all of that stuff, is the same thing. That's why we all have a love language. That's how because it's still the same thing. The way you communicate, wake up and say good morning, princess, or good morning, handsome, is the same way you're gonna do. There's not gonna be a difference. So I don't understand why he was trying to feel away, like, oh, he feels away now, seeing, oh, is it that seeing her? I thought you saw her in the villa. So what is this seeing her whole thing about? You knew. But now watching it on 4K is a problem. I didn't understand that at all. Like, at all. Now, Liv. I love Liv. I think Liv does not know how to pick them. She makes a very bad decision all the time with guys. Remember at the beginning? She chose Rob. Rob was not giving her attention. She should have chosen Aaron then. Or Kendall. Because both Aaron and Kendall was giving her, in fact, Kendall wanted her so bad. Remember, she has not even said, can I have a child? Kendall is already getting up. So she should have chosen Kendall. Even if they may not have worked out, but it would have been someone that actually liked her. You see? But then she chose Rob, that was not showing her any attention. Aaron or Kendall would have been better at that point. But she chose Rob. Then, Rob then was acting like, oh, and then Rob and Leah whole stuff then happened. And then Rob went back to Leah. Leah somehow was acting a way towards her. Still, like thinking that something happened that but Rob was very clear. That was the first time that Rob, I can say, Rob did nothing wrong in that situation. And then we were thinking, oh, she's a mean girl. But no, she's a girl that stands up for her girls. She's a girl's girl. She's the kind of girl that you want in your corner because she's going to tell you when you're doing wrong and she's going to still check the guy on top of that. So I love Liv. And Ken did her dirty, but that's because she chose Ken. Ken did not want her. Ken was talking to her when he realized that, oh, I think it was Leah or someone who was talking to her first. When he realized that, oh, nobody is going to be for him, then he just went to her and just tell her bullshit. And she's like, I like a straight shooter. What stupid straight shooter is that? He was nothing. Like, she could have chosen any of the other guys, especially like the guy that Leah was even talking to for real. That guy would have been good with her. But no, you have to look at guys that are actually like people's this thing. She didn't. She just chose Ken. Ken just wanted to be in the villa. And then the moment Ken came in, Sierra came in, was like, oh, I like this one. And then he just went to talk to Sierra without even telling her that, hey girl, I think I have something with Sierra. He didn't do that. So he just moved. And then he then have the child with her, and then like, oh, maybe I should have, maybe. Then now Harrison then came in. He wants to act like, oh, if she talks to him, I'll feel away. Guy, you're coupled up with a girl. You left the girl in the bed alone. When there's a new guy in town, you left the girl in bed alone, and then you went out to sleep outside. And then you think the girl should not even get to know someone else. Please. He was acting so entitled. But considering what he did to Liv, I'm surprised that he's acting that way, and I'm so glad that he left. It's like, Liv left today, he left tomorrow. Bye-bye. Good for you. Honestly, that's how I feel. And I also thought that Rob was actually like Liv, because he has been trying to, even when they came back from Casa, he was kissing Daniela, but he was looking at Liv. So I think he still wanted Liv, but I think Liv was not giving him that. It could be also because of maybe Leah and everything and all of that. So, or she doesn't want to give a second go, which is good. I'm happy for Liv. I hope that she gets everything that she deserves in life. And I hope that she watches Love Island back to see that she is the issue. The problem is not what she thinks it is. She's like, oh, am I not good enough? Girl, you're more than good enough. The problem is that you're picking the wrong ones. Imagine if Nicole had chosen Miguel. She would have been in your kind of situation. Sometimes you pick the wrong ones, and that's the problem. You have to know how to pick them. So yeah, that was that. So that was that for the whole week's episode. Harrison is coupled up with Sierra. Everything is actually going, it's kind of like peaceful now. I don't know what they are going to do, what's going to be the issue for the next for the next few episode. I thought that they should have brought Harrison when Liv was still there, so that Liv could have coupled up with Harrison. But I think then maybe we will not have a drama. They wanted to reduce the people, so it's fine. I think Liv is okay. Liv is a good, at least her character is not questionable. You can leave the show and know that you are who you say you are. So that's that. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.